Hello, Endgame. Now, some of you guys might know this mouse already. Very popular wired mouse. Some of the bigger names like Tens raved about this mouse. Full disclosure, this is my second Endgame product. I actually own the original XM1 without the upgraded switches and sensor. Honestly, it was a great mouse. Everything about that mouse, super great shape, awesome shell. Like, really enjoyed it. But I ruined it actually. So I actually installed the BT.L reds and actually ruined it by doing poor solder jobs. So I was lucky enough to actually pick up one of these ones with the upgraded BT.L 8.0s, aka the Black Mamba switches. And to be honest, not the biggest fan of these. Definitely the BT.L teals are about my second favorite switch. Super light, lighter than the BT.L reds, lighter than BT.L 8.0s that are in the XM1R. My absolute favorite are these ones here, the Japanese Omrons. Super tactile, not so stiff. I think my biggest gripe with these switches here, and all the BT.L switches actually, are just that they're too stiff. So when you're spamming, this is my grip by the way. That's my grip. Kind of a fingertip grip, but when you're spamming, left or right mouse clicks, eventually these BT.Ls, you actually start to feel it in your fingers. You start to tense up a little bit, and over time it really is, it gets sore, at least in my opinion with these BT.L switches. So having something like a lighter BT.L teal actually starts to feel better for your fingers. You cramp up less, but that's not to say, you know, the BT.L 8.0s aren't great switches. I think for a lot of people moving from Omrons are really actually going to enjoy the BT.L 8.0s. Alrighty, but we're not actually going to be reviewing the XM1R. I'm sure there's so many reviews out there from Boardsy, from Techni, lots of players out there reviewing this mouse. We're actually going to be modding this with some BT.L grips. Special thanks to Lethal Gaming Gear for really sending this out super quickly out here to Toronto. I actually bought these from iTakTech, but they're still being shipped, and it's taking forever. I think they're coming in from Hong Kong, so we're probably never going to see that shipment come here to Canada. But I actually grip every mouse I own. There's a Viper Mini gripped. Here's a Cooler Master MM720 gripped. Here's my main Hati-S gripped. Oh, look at that. Another Hati-S gripped. And another G-Wolves mouse, the Skull Mini gripped. Now, I actually grip all my mice, and these are all using lizard skins except for this Skull Mini. And I actually grip these mice just because it honestly feels better. I'm a super sweaty CSGO Valorant player, so usually having these mice gripped, it just feels better. And you know, when I guess when you're sweating a little bit and the palms get a little bit slick, it feels like when you're sweating, that sweat actually helps you grip the mice a little bit better. So I actually haven't tried these BT.L grips before, but a lot of people have actually been raving about it, so I'm going to give it a try. Usually the lizard skins, for example, they come in little rolls in which you have to cut it out and smash it out and then sort of trim it off. The great thing about these BT.L grips from Lethal Gaming Gear is that they're pre-cut. All you have to do, line it up like that and stick them on. Super simple. I think I bought some ice skates for the XM1R as well, so I guess while we're here, let's throw it on. This is my Hati-S. This one's beat up and it's got lizard skins on it. It's got core pads on it as well. And the switches are soldered in with Japanese Omrons. This has been my main for a long time. And the lightweight, it's crazy good for flex shots and just not fatiguing the wrists or anything like that. Hati-S has been great. But I missed the XM1R. So I'm back to the XM1R. Wanted to give it a shot because I'm seeing all these reviews, and for the most part I agree. The XM1R, I think for a lot of people, is literally going to be their end game. So I'm back on the XM1R. Wanted to give it a shot, and we're going to grip it today. So what I like to do first is actually line these up. Again, because these BT.L grips from Lethal Gaming Gear are actually pre-cut. What you can do is just line it up to double check to make sure that you know where all these grips are going to go. So really it's just peeling and placing. Peel. Might have some creases. I don't know. What do you think? Here's the other grip. And feels good. Looks kind of cool too. I mean, looks a lot better than these silly lizard skins. I don't know. What do you guys think? Mouse 1 and Mouse 2 done. So we're actually going to move on to the sides. Let's have a look. I think these are pretty great. So when you're gripping that side, looks kind of cool. Might have goofed this side a little bit. Still looks pretty cool. These BT.L grips. Look at these designs. I think that looks pretty awesome. Grips are done. Feel pretty good. So I guess the final sort of upgrade we're going to do is just throw on these Tiger ICE skates. Now I've used the core pads and Tiger Arc 2s before, or at least I hear these are actually much better, so much faster. Let's give it a go. So you only get one set. That's alright. It doesn't work out. Endgame also gives you a second set. So these are actually pretty cool. You can actually just throw on mouse skates that cover the whole edge here. In the original XM1, it was just these 4 skates. So there's that. Okay, so I'm actually using my box cutter here. Sort of peel these out. So one great thing about Tiger Arcs is that they give you these alcohol wipes. So what you're intended to do is actually wipe sticky residue, and then from there have it dry, maybe 30 seconds, and then we're going to actually tack on the ice skates. So ooh, I forgot to mention, Lethal Gaming Gear actually hooks you up too with their own wipes. So you got tons of wipes, can't go wrong. Make sure that these skates are actually nice and clean before you apply. So these are about dry, I think. So I'm gonna give it a go. So I'm gonna apply pressure. And it actually starts to become a little transparent. Do you guys see that? Last one. Peel and stick. Add a little bit of pressure. And that's the Tiger Ice skates added on. BT.L grips installed as well. Yeah, looks good, feels good. So, all right, people, that about wraps it up. Again, special shout outs to Lethal Gaming Gear for really delivering on some cool mods for the XM1R. Not affiliated, just a fan. So thank you guys again. Thanks for geeking out with me. Hello.